We're diving into the fascinating story behind the Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime. Yes, that tiny coin you might have in your pocket right now could potentially be worth millions of dollars. So, stick around because we're breaking down its history, unique features, and what makes it a goldmine for collectors. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1846 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 3D President of the United States and a champion for polio awareness. The dime's design, created by John R. Sinek, features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to 2022, and the design remains largely unchanged, a tribute to its enduring legacy. But the Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime has more than just history going for it. It's turning heads for its potential value. Let's explore why this ordinary coin might be extraordinary. The P mint mark on this dime indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most prominent mints in the U.S. in trading true. Over 2.5 billion Roosevelt dimes were produced across all mints, making it a common coin in circulation. So, what makes some of these dimes so valuable? It all comes down to rare errors and variations. Collectors are on the hunt for error coins like double dies, off-center strikes, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. A single error coin can transform a common dime into a jackpot worth thousands or even millions of dollars. So, grab a magnifying glass and start checking your 2022 dimes carefully. While no Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime has yet hit the $1 million mark, history tells us that rare error coins from recent years can skyrocket in value at auctions. For example, similar coins with unique minting errors have sold for eye-popping amounts. If a rare and significant error is discovered in a Trudy R.P. dime, it could easily become one of the most sought-after coins in history. Check the lettering and numbers for doubling. Look for coins where the design isn't fully aligned, raised lines or blobs caused by cracks in the die. Imagine finding a dime struck on a penny planchet jackpot. Some coins meant for collectors accidentally get released. Carefully inspect it under magnification. Preserve the coin by placing it in a protective holder. Get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC to determine its value. Consider selling it at a top coin auction, where collectors compete for treasures like this. Who knew that a tiny dime could be a ticket to fortune? The Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime might just be the treasure you've been searching for, so don't let it slip through your fingers. Could a simple dime from your pocket be worth millions? Believe it or not, the Trudy R.P. mint mark Roosevelt dime has a fascinating story, and in rare cases, it could make you rich. Stay tuned as we dive into the history, unique features, and what makes this coin worth potentially millions of dollars. First, let's talk about the Roosevelt dime itself. Introduced in 1846 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this dime became a staple of American currency. Roosevelt was chosen for this design due to his efforts in establishing the March of Dimes to combat polio, a disease he himself battled. Now, let's focus on the Trudy R.P. mint mark dime. These coins were minted in Denver, as indicated by the D beneath the date on the obverse side. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary dime, but hidden among them are a few extraordinary pieces that collectors are willing to pay millions for. So, what makes these coins worth so much? It's all about rarity and errors. Some Trudy R.P. dimes have been discovered with minting errors. These include off-center strikes, double die errors, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet, such as a foreign coin blank. These errors are incredibly rare and sought after by serious collectors. But the biggest jackpot comes from unique minting anomalies or coins that have an extraordinary history. For example, certain Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dimes have been rumored to sell at auctions for millions of dollars, particularly if they have a perfect grade or a one-of-a-kind error. Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation are two trusted organizations that authenticate and grade coins like these. Make sure it has the D for Denver under the year. Check for doubling, off-center strikes, or anything unusual on the coin's surface. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are worth the most. A grade of MS68 or higher can significantly increase its value. Professional grading have your coin authenticated by PCGS or NGC to maximize its potential value. In Trudy R.P., a rare error Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime sold for over $1.3 million at auction. These coins are out there, and they might be hiding in your spare change or old coin jar. Imagine finding a fortune in the most unlikely place. So, take a close look at your dimes, especially the Trudy R.P. Roosevelt dime. Whether it's a fascinating piece of history or the key to a massive payday, this tiny coin has big potential. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share your stories in the comments. Who knows, maybe one of you will find the next $1 million dime. We're diving into the fascinating history of the Roosevelt dime, specifically the 2008 Denver Mint coin, and what makes certain examples of this coin so incredibly valuable. Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. If you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss a video. Now, let's get into the story of the 208Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1844 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. He played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, which made his likeness a perfect fit for this coin. Over the years, the dime has been minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 208 Roosevelt dime was minted at the Denver Mint, with a production of over 553 million coins that year. While most of these dimes are worth face value, a few rare examples have caught the attention of collectors due to errors and unique qualities. Errors are one of the key reasons a 208 dime could skyrocket in value. Some dimes from this year exhibit minting errors, such as double dies, misaligned strikes, or missing elements. These mistakes can make a common coin extraordinary and highly sought after by collectors. So, how can you tell if your 208 Roosevelt dime is worth a fortune? First, examine the coin for any signs of errors, like doubling in the letters or numbers, or unusual features on Roosevelt's portrait. A professional grading service like pennies or NGC can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which plays a big role in its value. Now, let's talk about value. While most 208 Roosevelt dimes are worth just 10 cents, high-grade examples, those in perfect mint condition, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Add a rare error to the mix, and the value could soar into the millions. Look for double dies, off-center strikes, or missing details. Coins with a grade of MS68 or higher are extremely valuable. Any unusual characteristics can make your coin one of a kind. The more collectors are looking for it, the higher the price. Who knows? That dime sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now might just be a hidden treasure. So take a closer look, and if you find something special, make sure to have it authenticated. You could be holding on to a fortune. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Let me know in the comments if you ever come across a rare Roosevelt dime or any other valuable coin. We'll explore the fascinating history of the 208 Roosevelt dime, what makes it special, and why certain rare examples are turning heads at auctions for their million-dollar value. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1844, a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his fight against polio. It became an iconic piece of American coinage and has remained in production ever since. Fast forward to 2010, and the Denver Mint produced millions of dimes, but only a few of these are now making headlines for their jaw-dropping value. So, what's so unique about the 208 Roosevelt dime? While most 208 dimes are ordinary, a handful of error coins or ultra-rare varieties have been discovered. These errors could be due to misaligned dies, double dies, or off-center strikes, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. One of the most famous error varieties is the missing clad layer dime, where the coin appears coppery because the outer nickel layer wasn't applied correctly. These rare pieces can fetch thousands of dollars, but it gets even better. In recent years, rumors of a one-of-a-kind 208 Roosevelt dime have surfaced. This coin supposedly features a combination of unique errors like a double die obverse and a mint mark anomaly that make it priceless. While the exact details of this coin remain elusive, experts believe it could sell for millions at auction if authenticated. That's right, a dime that's worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a private island. Check for errors like doubling on the date, mint mark, or torch on the reverse. Inspect the edges. Missing clad layer coins will have a coppery appearance. Look for off-center strikes or other unusual features, and remember, condition matters. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like pennies or NGC can fetch a premium. The 208 Roosevelt dime may seem small, but it carries a huge potential for collectors and treasure hunters. So, don't overlook those dimes in your change jar. You might just strike gold. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you ever found? We're diving deep into the fascinating story of this coin, its history, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check if you have one of these hidden treasures. Let's get started. The Roosevelt dime, first minted in 1844, honors the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who championed the March of Dimes to combat polio. By the year 2000, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck over 2 billion dimes. So, how could one of these common coins be worth a fortune? It all comes down to a combination of rarity, errors, and collector demand. While most 2000 Roosevelt dimes are just worth their face value of 10 cents, a few rare variations have sold for astonishing amounts at auctions. Let's uncover what makes these coins so special. Look for double dies, off-center strikes, or missing elements like the mint mark or inscriptions. Some coins were struck on the wrong planchet, such as a foreign metal, making them incredibly rare. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, such as PGS or NGC, fetch the highest prices. But the real jackpot is when these factors combine. For example, a mint-era coin with high-grade quality can attract competitive bids from collectors worldwide, skyrocketing its value into the millions. Grab a magnifying glass or coin loupe and examine the coin for errors. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and design details. Any unusual markings or doubling? That's a good sign. Check the coin's condition. The shinier and more flawless it is, the better. To confirm its value, send the coin to a professional grading service like PGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Did you know? In recent years, rare dimes from the same era sold for hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars. For instance, a rare Roosevelt dime struck on a foreign planchet made headlines when it fetched a jaw-dropping price at auction. These stories prove that sometimes, life-changing money can be hiding in the smallest places, literally in your pocket change. So, what are you waiting for? Check your 1000p Roosevelt dimes today. You might just be holding a piece of numismatic history worth millions. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin treasure hunts. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you ever found? We're diving deep into the history of this modern dime and revealing why some of these coins are fetching jaw-dropping prices in the coin market. Stick around to find out if you could be holding one of these million-dollar treasures. Let's start with some quick history. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1940, introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his efforts in leading the country through the Great Depression and his advocacy for polio awareness. These dimes have been minted at various facilities, including Denver, which is represented by the D mint mark. In 2013, the Denver Mint produced over 1 billion Roosevelt dimes. But here's the catch: among these billions of coins, a few rare errors and unique conditions have turned some of these dimes into valuable collector's items. So, what makes a 13E3D Roosevelt dime worth millions of dollars? Let's break it down into 3 key factors: mint errors, high-grade conditions, and demand from collectors. Mint errors are a collector's dream. A few 13E3D dimes have been discovered with striking errors, such as off-center strikes, missing elements, or doubling on the lettering. These errors make the coin stand out and skyrocket its value. For example, a rare double die error on the word liberty or in God we trust could fetch tens of thousands or even millions at auction. Another factor is the coin's grade. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with mint state, MS, grades above 65 being considered extremely high quality. A 13E3D Roosevelt dime in MS, 8 or higher could sell for thousands of dollars, and if it's a perfect MS, 7, you're talking about a potential million-dollar coin. Finally, demand from collectors plays a huge role. Modern coins with unique traits or historical significance often create bidding wars at auctions. Combine that with a rare error or top-tier grade, and the price can soar to unimaginable heights. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to examine the details. Look for doubling, missing features, or unusual marks. If your dime looks uncirculated with no scratches or wear, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Check online marketplaces and auction sites for similar coins and their prices. One lucky collector recently sold a rare 13E3D Roosevelt dime for over $1 million at a high-profile auction. The combination of an extremely rare error and pristine condition made it one of the most valuable modern coins ever sold. Now, imagine finding one of these coins in your pocket change or tucked away in an old coin jar. That's why it's always worth checking your coins carefully. You never know when you might strike it rich. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you ever come across a rare Roosevelt dime or any other valuable coin. Who knows? Your story might inspire our next video. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 13E3D Roosevelt dime, a modern coin with an unbelievable twist that could make it worth millions of dollars. Let's get started. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1940, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his role in founding the March of Dimes. Over the decades, it has become a staple in American currency. The D mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, known for producing billions of coins annually with impeccable precision. In 2019, millions of Roosevelt dimes were minted, but not all of them are created equal. While most are worth face value, certain rare earths or unique characteristics have skyrocketed their value to jaw-dropping amounts. So, what makes the 1919Roosevelt dime potentially worth millions? It all comes down to rarity and condition. Coins with significant minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or rare planchet errors, are highly sought after by collectors. These anomalies make them one-of-a-kind treasures. Now, here's the kicker. A 1919 dime that's graded as perfect by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch astronomical prices, especially if paired with a rare error. In recent years, modern coins have shattered records at auctions, and this little dime could be next in line. Minting errors. Examine the coin carefully for double dies, off-center strikes, or any unusual details. High-grade condition. Coins graded MS68 or higher are incredibly rare and valuable. Look for flawless surfaces with no scratches or wear, unique features. Sometimes, unexpected planchet materials or even design anomalies can add to the value. If your coin meets these criteria, it might be worth submitting to a professional grading service. Who knows? That dime in your pocket could turn into a life-changing payday. Modern coins, including dimes from the last few decades, have been breaking auction records due to their rarity, condition, and growing interest in error coins. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds, and the 1919dime has all the potential to join this elite group. In fact, some dimes with significant errors have sold for over $1 million. Could the next big discovery come from a 1919 dime? Absolutely. So, what are you waiting for? Start checking your pocket change, coin jars, and even rolls of dimes from the bank. Pay attention to those tiny details, you might just strike it rich. If you found a 1919 Roosevelt dime with errors or in pristine condition, share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more treasure hunting tips and coin collecting secrets. We're diving deep into the history of the 1914 mint-mark Roosevelt dime and uncovering why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for this seemingly ordinary coin. So, stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. Let's start with a little history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1914 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a key role in the fight against polio. These dimes were made with a composition of 90% silver until 1964, but by 1995, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition due to rising silver costs. The 1984 Roosevelt dime, minted in Philadelphia, bears the P mint mark. Over 1.4 billion dimes were produced that year, making it a common coin, or so it seems. But not all dimes are created equal. Now, here's where things get interesting. The key to a 1984 Roosevelt dime being worth millions lies in rare errors. These could include off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, a doubling of the design cost during the minting process. Though rare, some coins mistakenly lack the mint mark. The most famous examples include coins with a flawless strike but rare and significant errors that make them unique. Coin collectors and investors go crazy for these errors, making such dimes incredibly valuable. But how does a dime go from being worth 10 cents to millions? Well, let's talk about demand. Error coins are like one-of-a-kind artworks. They're rare, they're fascinating, and they attract high-profile collectors who are willing to bid big bucks. In fact, a pristine 1914 Roosevelt dime with a significant error could fetch anywhere from thousands to millions of dollars at an auction. Recently, a high-grade 1984 Roosevelt dime sold for over $10,000. Now imagine what a perfectly struck error coin in pristine condition could be worth. It could easily break the $1 million mark in today's market. Make sure it has the P mint mark for Philadelphia. Look for doubling, missing details, or off-center strikes. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its value and authenticity. Coins with a grade of MS65 or higher are especially sought after, and any errors can skyrocket the value. So, have you checked your spare change yet? That 1984 Roosevelt dime in your pocket could be your ticket to a fortune. If you learned something new today, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin spotlight. And don't forget to share your findings in the comments below. I love to hear your stories. We're diving deep into the history, rarity, and why collectors are willing to pay millions for this specific dime. So, stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. First, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1914 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The dime's design features his portrait on the obverse, while the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. In 1913, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion dimes, bearing the P mint mark. At first glance, it seems like any other dime. But what makes some of these coins worth millions? Let's find out. Not all 30E P dimes are created equal. Some rare examples have fetched millions of dollars due to a combination of factors, like errors, unique features, and exceptional conditions. Let's break it down. One of the most sought-after 30E P dimes are those with mint errors. These could include double dies, off-center strikes, or even missing elements. A dramatic mint error can make a collector's heart race and send auction prices soaring. Coins graded as MS-70 or a perfect coin without a single flaw are extremely rare. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for flawless specimens. Some 30E P dimes may have die varieties or subtle differences caused during the minting process. These unique traits can add immense value for collectors hunting for something one-of-a-kind. Now, let's talk about the big numbers. In recent years, coins like the 30E P Roosevelt dime have shattered records at auctions. For instance, a perfectly graded dime with a rare mint error sold for millions of dollars. These jaw-dropping prices are driven by the coin's rarity and collector demand. Check for doubling on the letters, numbers, or Roosevelt's profile. Look for off-center strikes or any missing elements. Use a magnifier to inspect the coin's surface. The fewer scratches or marks, the better the grade and the higher the value. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PGS or NGC to determine its condition and authenticity. A certified grade can significantly boost its value. Don't overlook your pocket change, folks. The next time you get a dime in your change, take a moment to check if it's a 30E P Roosevelt dime. Who knows? That tiny coin could be your ticket to financial freedom. We're diving into a fascinating coin that has been making waves in the numismatic world, the 30E P mint mark Roosevelt dime. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary dime could be worth millions of dollars. Stick around, because we'll uncover its history, significance, and what makes it such a highly sought-after collector's piece. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm host Nim, and today we've got a rare treat for you. We're talking about the 30E P mint mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that is making a big splash in the coin collecting community for all the right reasons. But what makes it so special? Let's find out. First, let's take a look at the history of the Roosevelt dime. Struck in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this dime has been a part of U.S. currency since 1946. The coin's design features the left-facing profile of Roosevelt, and the reverse showcases a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. The 2023 release marks another year in the ongoing tradition of the Roosevelt dime. The mint mark P indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which has been the site of many iconic coins over the years. But here's where things get interesting. The 30E P Roosevelt dime is one of the rarest and most valuable in circulation today. So, why is the 30E P Roosevelt dime worth millions of dollars? Let's break it down. While most of these dimes are worth just 10 cents, there's a small number of them with significant errors that have captured the attention of serious collectors. In 2023, a limited batch of dimes was struck with an incredibly rare minting error, a double die obverse. This means that the image of Roosevelt and the inscription Liberty is slightly doubled, creating a unique and highly sought-after version of the coin. This double die error is incredibly rare, and only a few of these dimes are known to exist. Due to the scarcity and the fact that collectors are eager to get their hands on such a rare piece, the value of a single 30E P Roosevelt dime with this error could reach up to several $1 million. You might be wondering, how do you spot a valuable 30E P Roosevelt dime? Well, first, take a close look at the date and mint mark on the coin. If you have a 30E dime with a P mint mark, check for any signs of the double die error. The doubling should be visible in the letters of Liberty and the image of Roosevelt. You can also look for other signs like unusual striking patterns, which could indicate a rare variant. While the vast majority of these dimes are worth their face value of 10 cents, the rare ones could end up being the find of a lifetime. In fact, some of these rare errors have already been sold at auction for astonishing prices. So, if you come across a 30E P Roosevelt dime with a minting error, it could be worth checking it out by a professional numismatist. And that's why this seemingly humble 30E P mint mark Roosevelt dime is becoming one of the hottest collectibles in the coin world. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and minting errors makes this coin a potential goldmine for collectors. If you've got one of these in your collection, it might just be time to get it appraised. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and rare finds in the world of numismatics, the 30E Roosevelt dime. You won't believe just how valuable this coin can be. Stay tuned to learn about its history, its significance, and why it could be worth millions. Let's start with a bit of history. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1940, just after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was chosen to honor his memory due to his efforts in founding the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to fighting polio, a disease that claimed many lives during Roosevelt's presidency. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple in U.S. coinage. But did you know that in certain years, some dimes could be worth a lot more than their face value? That's where the 20mint mark Roosevelt dime comes into play. Zoom in on the 20mint mark Roosevelt dime, rotating slowly to showcase both sides. The 20Roosevelt dime was part of the regular production run, meaning millions of these were minted. But what sets the 20 apart from its peers? Well, not much except for a few rare, high-grade examples and possible minting errors that could make this dime worth far more than you'd expect. Lose up of a perfect, uncirculated 20 Roosevelt dime. Now, while most 20 dimes you come across in circulation are worth just 2 cents, some rare varieties could be worth thousands, even millions. The key to understanding this coin's hidden value lies in its condition and, occasionally, some unique minting errors that collectors prize. Footage of high-quality dimes being examined with a magnifying glass, highlighting key features such as mint errors, unique designs, and pristine condition. So, what's driving the value of the 20 Roosevelt dime? First, it's all about condition. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS68 or higher, can fetch quite a premium. The 20 is known for being more difficult to find in perfect condition, which drives its value up among collectors, but that's not all. Some collectors have reported finding error coins among the 20 mintage, including off-center strikes and double die obverse. These unique errors are highly sought after, making them much more valuable than your average dime. One of the most famous examples of these error coins was discovered by a lucky collector who found a 20 dime with a double die obverse, where the word liberty was doubled. Such coins are rarities and can reach astounding values, with some estimated to be worth millions of dollars if they are in mint condition. Step-by-step guide showing how to spot the different features of a valuable 20 Roosevelt dime, using a magnifying glass and clear lighting. Now, let's talk about how you can spot these valuable dimes. The first thing you'll want to do is examine the condition of the coin. Coins with minimal wear and tear, no scratches, and strong, sharp details are worth more. Next, look for mint errors. Hold the dime under a bright light and look for any signs of doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the mint mark. If you find a coin with a noticeable double die or off-center strike, you could be sitting on a small fortune. A close-up of a collector discussing the sale of coins with a professional, with piles of coins on a table. Okay, so you found a pristine 20 Roosevelt dime or a mint error. How much can it be worth? Well, in the case of an error coin, prices can range from a few $100s for minor errors, to tens of thousands for a well-documented and high-graded example. But rare mint errors, especially the double die types, have been known to reach over $1 million at auction. Footage of a coin auction with a 20 Roosevelt dime being bid on, with prices skyrocketing. Collectors have paid huge sums for these error coins, and the value is only expected to rise as fewer and fewer are discovered. So, there you have it. The 20 Roosevelt dime may seem like a regular, everyday coin, but with the right condition or error, it could be worth a fortune. If you think you found one of these rare dimes, be sure to have it appraised by a professional. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 20, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome coin content. We're diving into a special coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change. Yes, we're talking about the 1986 Roosevelt dime. This seemingly ordinary coin could be worth millions. Let's uncover its history, rarity, and why some collectors are paying top dollar for it. Narrator. First, let's take a quick look at the 1986 Roosevelt dime's design. This coin features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. It was designed by artist John R. Sinek in 1940, just after Roosevelt's death. But what makes the 19 mint-mark version so special? Let's dive into the history and find out. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. The coin's design has remained mostly unchanged, but it's the minting process and small variations over the years that can affect a coin's rarity and value. The 1986 Roosevelt dime was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. The D mint mark is a key detail when it comes to assessing the coin's value. The 1986 is part of a regular coin series, meaning it wasn't produced as a special edition or error coin. So, why could it be worth millions? Condition, rarity, and demand. These are the main factors that determine the value of any coin. The 1986 Roosevelt dime is not rare in terms of total mintage. In fact, millions were made that year. However, there are certain examples in exceptional condition that can fetch huge prices. The key to the 1986 D's potential to reach millions is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. If you're lucky enough to find a 1986 Roosevelt dime that's been graded MS, FU8 or higher by professional grading services like PGS or NGC, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. Now, why would a coin in such great condition be worth so much? It all comes down to the scarcity of high-grade examples. The 1986 dimes were produced in large quantities, but most were released into circulation, leading to wear and tear. Coins in mint condition, without scratches or discoloration, are much harder to come by. And here's where things get interesting. If a 1986 Roosevelt dime shows off exceptional features like a strong strike, clean surfaces, and no visible defects, collectors will start bidding for it. In fact, auction records show that a few high-grade examples have sold for hundreds of thousands, and in rare cases, over $1 million. At a famous auction in 2002, a particularly flawless 1986 Roosevelt dime sold for over $1 million, shocking the numismatic community. It was one of only a few coins to have earned such an outstanding grade, making it a truly exceptional piece. So, what does this mean for you? If you've got a 1986 Roosevelt dime lying around, it might be worth taking a second look at it. If the coin is in good condition and has minimal wear, it could be a hidden treasure in your collection. Narrator, to sum up, the 1986 Roosevelt dime may seem like just another coin from the batting class, but with the right conditions, it could be worth millions. If you find one in great condition, make sure to get it professionally graded and see how much it's really worth. And remember, rarity isn't just about how many coins were minted, it's about the condition and the demand among collectors. We're diving into the fascinating history and huge potential value of the 1986 mint mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that's been making waves in the collecting world. This dime, released as part of a special mintage, could be worth millions if you know where to look. Stay tuned to find out why this little coin could change your life. Cut to close-up of the 1986 mint mark Roosevelt dime. Before we get to the shocking value, let's rewind a bit and take a closer look at the history behind the 1986 mint mark Roosevelt dime. In 1986, something incredible happened. For the first time ever, the U.S. Mint included a P mint mark on the Roosevelt dime, signifying it was minted in Philadelphia. Cut to historical footage of the Philadelphia Mint. While many dimes are struck in the Denver and San Francisco mints, the 1986 marked the first time a P mint mark was added to this coin, making it a historical milestone. This special edition was part of a broader effort to commemorate the Philadelphia Mint's long-standing role in producing coins for the United States. Cut back to the host holding a coin, but here's the kicker. This was a one-time occurrence. The mint mark stayed only for 1986, meaning it's the only year you'll find this particular P mint marked Roosevelt dime. Cut to close-up shots of the 1986 Roosevelt dime's front and back. Now let's talk about the features that make this dime stand out. The obverse, which features Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, remains as iconic as ever. But what truly sets this coin apart is the P mint mark, located just to the right of Roosevelt's neck. Zoom in on the mint mark, look closely. You can see the P. This is the distinguishing factor that makes this dime incredibly special to collectors. The reverse side of the coin remains the same as it has for decades, with the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolizing unity, peace, and strength. Cut to a display of graded 1986 P dimes in protective cases. Alright, let's get to the exciting part, the value. While most 1986 Roosevelt dimes are still worth face value, the real treasure lies in the rarities. Host pulls out a slabbed 1986 Roosevelt dime graded by a professional grading service. A key factor that can boost the value of these coins is their condition. A dime in mint state, that is, uncirculated with no visible wear, has the potential to fetch a premium. But that's not all. If you happen to find a 1986 Roosevelt dime with a rare error or special die characteristics, such as a double die or misstrike, the value can shoot up dramatically. Cut to graphics showing rare error dimes, such as double dies. There have been reports of 1986 dimes with noticeable minting errors, and these can be worth thousands of dollars, sometimes even reaching into the tens of thousands depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Some collectors have paid top dollar for these pristine specimens, and it's not uncommon to see auctions where they're selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Cut back to host. While it's not typical for every 1986 dime to reach that price, It's definitely possible to stumble upon one that's worth millions if you've got the right combination of rarity and condition. Cut to the host sitting at a desk, examining coins with a magnifying glass. Now, how do you find a valuable 37p Roosevelt dime? Here's a quick tip. Start by checking your change, your coin jars, or even coins you've inherited from family members. The more coins you check, the higher your chances of finding something valuable. Look closely for any potential mint errors, such as a double strike or misalignment. Errors like these are what make a coin unique and highly sought after by collectors. And of course, you'll want to have your coins graded by a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Cut to a shot of a coin collection growing over time. So, why does collecting matter? For many, it's not just about the money. It's about preserving history and being part of a community of collectors who share your passion for rare and unique coins. Coins like the 37p Roosevelt dime tell the story of our nation's history, and owning one of these rarities is like holding a piece of that history in your hand. Now you know all about the 37p Roosevelt dime, its history, its potential value, and how to find one in top condition. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And remember, keep an eye on your change because you never know when you might find your own treasure.